Welcome everyone, this is episode 48 of Talk Wrestling. We're back. We didn't go away after a 2-week return. We're back, and again, I appreciate the viewership. I appreciate all the comments. It wasn't even 2 weeks. It was only 1 week. We had both shows go up in 1 week because Aaron felt that the iron was, we had to strike while the iron was hot, you know, and both of them went up Thursday and Sunday, or Thursday and Saturday, whatever it was, and both of them got great responses. I got a lot of comments, some negative. I'll get to a negative comment person in a little bit. I want to address a couple things first of all before we get to the questions. First of all, 2 huge names have been announced for WrestleMania 26 already. They announced a press conference the other day, and not only is that happening, but there's 2 huge names for WrestleMania 26. Jeff Meacham and Aaron Rift. That's right, the show is going on the road to Glendale, to Phoenix, Arizona for WrestleMania 26. We'll tape a couple of Talk Wrestlings there. We may even get some fans to interact with the show this time. We were planning to do that for WrestleMania 19 when we were going up to Seattle. We were going to do that, and we ended up not doing it. And then we were going to do it for 21, but I ended up not getting tickets to 21 because I was a broke ass. Worse than I was that I owe Aaron for Florida. But yeah, I've been a broke ass since we started doing the show. In any event, we're going to WrestleMania next year, and we hope to see you all there, whoever lives in Arizona, whoever's traveling to Arizona. Anybody from California that's going, to let us know. And maybe we'll do a carpool, maybe we'll do a van pool the whole way on the freeway. All the way to Arizona. Second thing I want to address, I'm going to address a certain Sacramento native in a little while. But to one particular person on the YouTube board, who up until now, I haven't even thought about, I haven't even mentioned him in 3 years, maybe even 4 years. McAvoy, you piece of shit, fuck you. Okay, on to today's questions. Alright, this one's from Michael R. I like that. A simple name, just Michael R. You warmed my heart, Michael. Thank you. Do you think the title reigns in WWE are too short, and is it defacing the titles in this era? Like, for example, Edge winning the title and only holding it for a couple of weeks before John Cena beating him for it. In a total of 37 months, Edge has been an 8-time world champion. Your thoughts? I didn't know the stats were that bad. 37 months. That's just over 3 years. Edge is already half of what Flair has been. That's crazy. Flair won 16 world titles between 1981 and 2000. That's 19 years. Edge has won 8 world championships in 3. That's amazing. Thank you for that stat, Mike. Vince Russo had a very interesting point when he said this. I don't know if it was on our show or in a regular interview he had with some other, outlet or whatever. Titles are props. People honestly don't watch wrestling anymore for the championships. The championships are there to put around the guy that they want to build around, or the guy that they're building around to chase. Edge is supposed to be the top guy, and he's being chased by John Cena. They have to have something there for Cena to obtain at the end of the chase. So they put a belt on him. They could put a trophy with him. They could put, a little bandana on his head saying, I'm the best, whatever. They have to have some sort of trophy, some sort of prize at the end for the challenger to obtain. That way it looks credible. So I don't think there's really defacing titles at this point. And honestly, if you look back in the late 90s, both the WWF at the time and WCW had double-digit championship changes, the world titles. Both companies had that. Cena was champion his first time from April to January. His most recent WWE title reign, he was champion from September until the following October. And he only lost the title because he got hurt. Had he not gotten hurt with that pec injury, I don't think he would have been. I think he would have been champion well into WrestleMania the following year when Orton defended the title against Cena and Triple H. I think Cena would have still been champion by then. I firmly believe that in my heart. The titles aren't being defended. I think it was very creative for Edge to lose the WWE Championship at the beginning of the night and win the world title at the end of the night. That was brilliant booking. I loved that, and I'm sorry if that makes me unpopular with you guys. I thought that was very creative that they did it that way. And people, he jobbed Kofi Kingston. Dude, Kofi Kingston is not going to be a world champion yet. There is no way that was going to happen. Kofi Kingston was not going, and you know what? Ratings went up again. Edge, was talking to the world. I'm the highest rated champion in 5 years when he won the WWE Championship from Cena when they had that live sex celebration with Lita. He was the highest rated WWE champion, whatever it was, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it was, and ratings went up again when Edge was champion. If the stats are there. It's right there in front of you. And people want to see the challengers chase Edge. Edge is the best heel champion they have right now. Period. Jack Swagger can't even touch Edge. And he's a heel champion. Of course, he's ECW champion. Orton, if he becomes WWE champion at WrestleMania, will be up there with him. Because people want to see Orton get chased by some rabid challenger that wants it. Cena wants to be champion again so bad. The fans want to see Cena just destroy Edge. That promo that Cena cut, not this last Monday, but the Monday before that, where he grabs Edge and turns him around and goes, whatever it was, you try to hide and I'll find you. You try to run and I'll catch you. We're going to fight and I'm going to hurt you. That was so intense, and everybody in the arena and everybody at my house watching that, I'm sure Aaron did, they all felt that from Cena, that, yeah, he's going to get you, Edge, and you're going to die. It was awesome. It was great. But you can only do that if you have a champion like Edge. And championships changing hands, that's the nature of this business, man. Titles change hands all the time. I can't even read this one. And I got better eyes, but I can't even read this one. Y'all Hashmu. Wow. Get that on close, Aaron. Right there. Oh dear God, English. I failed English 4 times, and yes, I can't read that, but that's no excuse. Do you think the Boogeyman should turn heel? I think the Boogeyman should go back into his little hole, take his bag of worms with him, and go away. The Boogeyman is the epitome of the stupid cartoon character that we see on WWE television now, that Vince is trying, we're a family-friendly, we're PG. Dude, somebody spitting worms in your mouth ain't PG. That's disgusting. That's Fear Factor shit. Fear Factor's not rated PG. Fear Factor's TV-14. At least it used when it was still on. It was TV-14. You had people drinking, boogers and worms and, brains and, feces and shit. Feces and shit. I didn't do it on purpose, but I did it. The Boogeyman is a terrible character, and he's a terrible wrestler. He failed Tough Enough, and he lied on Tough Enough about his age. He got kicked off of Tough Enough. He shouldn't even be with the company. There's no place for Boogeyman in my version of as a WWE fan. No place for him whatsoever. Joe Shin. Do you ever see Tajiri returning to WWE? No, Tajiri's happy in Japan. He's making the money that he wants to make. He's living the life he wants to live. He'll make an occasional appearance in the United States. He came back for the One Night Stand pay-per-view. He's not going to come back full time. He doesn't want to. He's happy in Japan, and it sucks. I always like Tajiri. But I don't see him ever returning. It's not in the cards, and he doesn't need to. He's happy where he is. This is from Insane Juggalo Dude. Hey Jeff, which young mid-carder do you think is most likely to become a main eventer in 2009? If we're talking WWE, I would say Kofi Kingston's going to be up there again this year. Young mid-carder, Ken Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy's still a young guy, and he should be up in the main event again when he returns fully from shoulder injury. He came back verbally for a few weeks, picking on MVP, and then he disappeared again. I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard anything. I don't read a lot of the internet reports anymore. I actually have a job now, and despite what people in Sacramento think, I do work. So I've been very busy. I will attempt to catch up on news in the next couple weeks. That way when we have a show next time, I'll be prepared. We're going to do this on the seat of my pants today. The taping just kind of happened. It kind of was sprung on me, so I apologize. Kofi Kingston, Mr. Kennedy, Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal, whatever you want to call him. A guy that they signed recently, he's been in Florida, Loki. Why not have Loki be up to the main event in 2009? Tyson Kidd, any of the guys in Florida that you're going to see, or any of the guys currently on the roster mid-card wise, Intercontinental Championship and United States Championship contenders. Those guys should all be in the main event. Punk's, going to be, he's in Money in the Bank this year. He may be a Money in the Bank winner again. You never know. He should be up there with the World Championships again. And there's guys that are on the mid-card that aren't so young that'll be in main event again. Chris Jericho, he's been kind of pushed to the back since he lost the world title. They may be having the thing with Rourke at WrestleMania. We still don't know. I see him going back in the main event again one more time before the year's over. It's a crapshoot. Anything can happen. Mr. Tinker. Mr. Tinker. At least it wasn't Mr. Tinkle, I guess. I recently saw a SmackDown promo for the upcoming return of Gail Kim. What's your take on that? I'm not sure if Gail Kim belongs on SmackDown. The Divas title doesn't have a whole lot of... Well, let me take that back. If Gail Kim becomes Divas champion, she will add instant credibility to that SmackDown Divas the championship, the title. Right now you've got Michelle McCool who held it first, not the best wrestler. Maurice has it now, not the best wrestler. Gail Kim was the best wrestler TNA had, women-wise, female-wise. And if she wins that title, instant credibility. Gail Kim is a tremendous force in this business. I've always liked Gail Kim. She kind of grew on me. I take that. I didn't say I don't mean I've always liked her. She grew on me very quickly when she debuted in WWE, became women's champion, and defended it so vigorously for that time she had it. She kind of fell off the radar in WWE though once she turned heel and sided with Molly Holly after Molly beat her. But she grew into her own in TNA as the lead knockout. And she has been nothing but an asset to TNA the last 4 years. And she'll be a great asset to SmackDown if she becomes champion right away. This one is from Charles. His YouTube handle is Coolio1986. I appreciate putting your real name. Thank you so much. I asked for that a couple weeks ago. Thank you. My thoughts on the current feud between Triple H and Randy Orton, how I think it'll play out. Well, since this is going up right away, and I actually think about current thoughts, it looks like we're leading toward a WWE title match at WrestleMania, and it looks like Orton will regain the WWE title after not holding it for almost a year. He lost it at Backlash last year to Triple H in that Fatal 4-Way with Cena and JBL, I want to say. Yeah, Cena and JBL. I think Orton will become the WWE champion again and either keep the WWE title on Raw or Orton will jump to SmackDown with Legacy. Anything can happen. I think Edge moving to Raw is good. Edge has been on SmackDown for, over a year now. And I think his time is right to return to Raw and let Vicky come back. Let Vicky run Raw. God help us all. She's the general manager of both shows, Aaron. Excuse me while I heave. Terrible. Anyway, the time is right for Edge to make a jump again. So let him and Cena feud over the world title on Raw. And let Orton be WWE champion on SmackDown. Tyler B. What do you think about Loki / Senshi coming to WWE? They said he signed a contract with WWE and he did a show for FCW under the name Kaval. At the end, in the middle of the match, he hit the Warriors way. But do you think if he gets on a WWE show, ECW, Raw, SmackDown, etc., they will make him stop using the move on their bigger talent, or let him do it like they did with Matt Sydal / Evan Bourne in the Shooting Star Press? Blah, blah, blah. That's a long question. Senshi, excuse me, I know you guys don't like Meiji Nose. I got really bad allergies. I'm working in the Valley now, so I got allergies everywhere. Loki is one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. And I've seen them all. In the last 25 years. Be it by video, be it by live events, be it by pay-per-view. I've been watching almost 20 years. Through the use of videotape, I've watched the stuff when I was a kid that I didn't get to see before I started watching in 1990. Loki's one of the best I've ever seen. And if they do it right with him, if they push him right, and they use him right, he will be a force. I'm not saying he'll ever be World or WWE Champion, but he would make a great ECW Champion. You know, if they come in and just have him just, you know, surprise stagger. Whoops. I'm seeing him Sunday. My mind's on that. Swagger. That would be great. It would be a great impact for him to come in and just surprise Jack Swagger and just upset him, hit the Warriors way on him in 1, 2, 3, new champion. I think it'd be a great push for Loki and gives him what he would deserve. That's the difference. Loki, I like Loki a lot, and he was great in TNA. He's been great on the indie circuit, Ring of Honor, and all that. I don't see him as a WWE main eventer. I see him as a WWE ECW main eventer, but not a Raw or SmackDown main eventer. I don't know why, I just don't see that. You got a guy like Christian who ECW needed to boost ratings, but Christian needs to leave that show and go back to Raw or SmackDown. Loki would fit in perfect on ECW as a champion and as a challenger. Black Mojo 96. Guys, real names. I know that's your YouTube name, and Aaron very graciously put this together for me, but provide your real names in your question on the comment board. Please, please, please. I hate these stupid YouTube names. Ugh. Which WrestleMania do you think was the best, and do you feel WrestleMania 25 will be better than your favorite? If so, or if not, why? My favorite Mania, there's a couple. 3, of course. 3 was one of the greatest ever. Strictly for the 2 main event matches. The Intercontinental title match between Steamboat and Savage, and the WWE title match, Hogan and Andre. And 17 was very well done. Top to bottom, great card. No real lull, no real stupid match. Of course, the Gimmick Battle Royal was supposed to be a stupid match, so that was stupid. 25 has the potential so far to be better than 17. You've got 2 matches that are likely to happen, even 3 maybe. You've got a celebrity involvement match between Mickey Rourke and Chris Jericho, if that does indeed happen. And you've got the 2 world title matches, Orton and Triple H, and Cena and Edge. Both of those have the potential to be great matches. Cena and Edge have had great matches. They had great matches throughout 2005, and 2006, actually. 2006, not 2005. 2005, Cena was champion all year and didn't face Edge until the beginning of 2006. Cena and Edge had a great feud throughout 2006 over the WWE title, and Orton and Triple H always are great together. They've been good together since Orton broke off from Evolution 5 years ago. They're a great pair. Both those matches will be good in my opinion, and if they have a solid undercard to go with it, you know, then WrestleMania 25 has the potential to be one of, if not the best of all time. Brian R., what do you think about Rhino? Do you think he'll get another title run in TNA? I think Rhino is past the point where he will make an impact on this business anymore, and I don't think he'll get another title run in TNA. I think he's going to be a guy who is fed to new talent, a guy who is like the bottom of the rung guy in feuds, like, you know, the Frontline main event Mafia feud. He was kind of like, oh yeah, Rhino's there too, but nobody really gave him a second thought. Rhino being world champion in TNA surprised me a lot. I was surprised that he was NWA champion, that he beat Jarrett. I'm not sure why they did that. Rhino was a great champion for ECW, when ECW was still ECW, before it became a WWE property. But I don't see him as a credible world champion in either company. And again, ECW champion, then WWE style, sure. Why not? But a WWE World or WWE Champion or a TNA Champion, no. Sorry. And I know the Rhino fans are going to be pissed at me, and I'm sorry. I never bought Rhino. I never got into it. I never got into him. Wrestling fan 619. You from San Diego? Just guessing? If not, you like Rey Mysterio a lot, one or the other. Let me know. With Ring of Honor getting on TV soon, will they become the #3 wrestling promotion like ECW in the 1990s? I think they already are. Honestly. Ring of Honor has been a powerhouse since they got on pay-per-view, since they've had guys like McGuinness and Danielson and Roderick Strong and Jack Evans and all these guys wrestling for them. And Adam Pearce now booking for them and wrestling for them and appearing for them as the NWA champion when he did. They are a powerhouse, and I think they already are. I mean, you look, there's WWE, which is way up there. TNA, which is up here and kind of getting better. I watched TNA this week. I apologize for ragging on TNA. It's an okay show. I apologize. I know when I'm wrong, and I'm wrong. Sorry. Anyway, WWE's way up there. TNA's about here and, you know, trying to grab it better, but not, you know, slowly. It's happening for them. And then Ring of Honor's right here, #3. Ring of Honor, and then you got the rest of the indie promotions throughout the country and throughout the world even. Yeah, New Japan, All Japan, or, you know, big companies or whatever. Or New Japan and Inoki's company, excuse me, not All Japan, I think. But in this country, it's WWE, TNA, and then Ring of Honor is the #3. They are the top indie promotion in this country, and there's a reason for that. If you look at their history, if you look at what they've done and what they are doing now, nobody surpasses them. Nobody. And this is a guy coming from Southern California where there's a hotbed of indie promotions here. Nobody is doing what Ring of Honor is doing. They are phenomenal. They're great. I got your authorization there and I can say what I want right now? Okay. Because I know the show, his show is a big thing for NoDQ.com and for NoahTube.com. Dude, Noah, my sick little Geek Squad boy. No, I can't say that because I've been on Real's job. I can't do that. God damn it. Okay. Since I have carte blanche from Aaron, as I always do on the show, and I thank him for that more and more as each week passes, I'm going to get a little personal with you guys right now. I don't do that a whole lot, except give you my thoughts or whatever, but this needs to be addressed. I already addressed somebody else at the top of the show, and I gave him short, quick response. But this guy deserves a well-thought-out, well-calculated response. Noah Donish. It's been almost 6 years now, and throughout my online career, you have been an integral part of it. There's no denying it. Because since 2003, be it Mike and I, be it Lee and I, Josh and I, whoever and I, you've been the thorn in our paw. The last show, or the first show I came back, when I addressed you, I was joking. Completely, 100% joking. I didn't even mention your name. It was in jest. Completely in jest. And you took it personally, as you always do. And this is what you had to say.
What Jeff Meacham neglected to tell you guys was that I, being the awesome king of internet media, Noah Donish, and being also a rich bitch, I offered to buy him a ticket to SummerSlam, and he turned me down. He turns me down and then goes on his internet show talking smack about me? That's quite ungrateful, and I don't appreciate that. How dare you? How dare you, Jeff?
Noah, you bought yourself, and I'm guessing his mom is sitting with him, $200, $300 tickets. You are sitting, I believe you told me, 3rd or 4th row. Your generous offer was a $20 cheap seat. Dude, I sit up there for fucking hockey. My dad and my brother sat there for Unforgiven when it was here in 2002. Do you honestly think I'm going to subject myself to sitting up there for crappy seats? Even if it is for SummerSlam. I am much happier sitting in my palatial mansion, if you will, in front of my big screen TV watching SummerSlam. And you have the nerve to call me ungrateful? Dude, I don't want your fucking charity. If I want a SummerSlam ticket, or better yet, I'll go with this crazy fucker and go to WrestleMania without you. see what else.
This isn't over. You think it's over, but it's not over. I'm not going to forget this. After all I've done for you, I'm not going to forget this. Watch your back. I'm coming to town in 6 months. 6 months. I'll be watching for you, baby.
Don't ever kiss me again. That was disgusting. Got the chills. The chills? The chills. You're coming to town and dude, I know when SummerSlam is. Aaron, isn't SummerSlam usually in August? Yes, August. Let's see. February, March, April, May, June, July. 6! It's August! Dude, you can count! You better count for the job you've got, moron. Dude, watch my back. Right here, baby. Open arms, Noah. Please come to Southern California. Please approach me. I'll even go on XTV. How about that? I will appear for the first time ever on XTV. I've already been on the Inside Scoop and poured my heart out to the world and gave you the best rating you've had, from what I understand. I'll go on XTV when you come to Southern California. I'll give your show such a boost, you won't know what the fuck to do with your freaking bandwidth. You won't know what the hell hits you. It'll be like No DQ when XMV first showed up. Dude, Aaron was having bandwidth issues for months. Bring it on, bitch. Baby. I'm watching. I'm coming for you, baby. Dude, don't ever. I ain't your baby. And I don't care how rich of a bitch you are. You will always be my bitch. Come to Southern California. We'll see you next time on Talk Wrestling.